What's going on, YouTube? 2K21 is right around the corner, and my excitement for its release is at a peak. There's been a lot of questions surrounding which version and which edition of the game you should buy, and there's also been some concerns about having to purchase the game twice. So I made this video to help you guys make the right decision in which edition and version of the game you should buy. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button and bang on that notification bell. Okay, let's get right into it. First off, let's talk about release dates and price. So I'm sure you guys already know, the standard current gen edition of the game is set to release on September 4th, 2020, and is listed at $59.99. For the Mamba Forever edition, it'll run you about $100. So that's for the current gen. For the next gen versions, there's no set release date. I haven't seen any news about when the game will be released. However, it is my assumption that the game will be released once the new generation consoles drop. And I put my money on the next gen version of the game, costing about $69.99. That's about a $10 increase. And I really believe that this is gonna be the new normal for the next gen versions of games. If you look in a digital store, you'll see some other developers have already started increasing the price for their next gen games. So that's the pricing of the standard edition and the Mamba edition. Now, let's look at what you get for pre-ordering each version. I'm not gonna go into detail of each of the items that you get when you pre-order, but if you look at the screen, you'll see a breakdown of each of the items that you get for the standard and the Mamba edition. And just like in the previous games, you'll get a certain amount of VC, My Team points, skill boost, Gatorade boost, shoes, and of course this year, you're gonna get the Game Dollar collection. The main thing I wanted to point out is when you pre-order the standard edition of 2K21, you'll only get the current generation version, the Xbox One or the PS4 version of the game. So essentially what this means is if you plan on upgrading to the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, you will have to purchase the game again. Like most of you all, that does not sound ideal for me, and luckily 2K gave us a Mamba edition. And with the Mamba edition, of course you get the normal things like VC, My Team points, clothes, the Game Dollar collection, but you also get the next generation version of the game. So you'll get the current and the next generation version of the game when it's released. So you only have to purchase the game one time if you get the Mamba edition. And of course, the Mamba edition is priced at $99.99, so it's a little bit more than the standard edition, but you do get both versions of the game. So once you upgrade, or if you decide to upgrade to that PS5 or the Xbox Series X, you'll already have 2K21 and you don't have to go ahead and buy another version of the game. So it's a good thing to know when you're trying to make a decision of what edition of the game that you should buy, whether the standard or the Mamba edition. And that raises a big question of what transfers over. If I'm gonna be playing the current generation game for a few months before the next gen console, and we don't have a release date for 2K21, but I'm just gonna assume that it's gonna drop once the new console drops. You know, what transfers over? If I'm grinding on the current gen, you know, what's the point of doing that? So that's the final topic that we're gonna cover. What transfers over? So I did a little bit of research on this and found out that for My Team 2K gamers, you have nothing to worry about. Any progression that you get towards your cards or any VC that you earn will be transferred over to the next gen version of the game. On the other side, my career gamers like me, unfortunately, this is not the case at all. Nothing will transfer over from your My Career except for the VC that you earn. And we are told that the reason behind this is because the next generation version of the game should be a totally new experience with a whole new park. And if you're wondering about that 100K VC that you get for purchasing the Mamba edition, don't worry. You'll get 100K VC for the current gen and 100K for the next gen version of the game for a total of 200,000 VC. So while we're waiting for the next gen version of the game to come out, you can definitely just save up that 100K VC, or you can go ahead and just use it, grind out another 100K, or grind out however much VC you want to grind out, and just let that transfer over to the next gen version. Then you'll have a head start on your next My Player for the next generation 2K21. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope this helped everyone in deciding which version and edition of the game you want to buy. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, bang on that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.